oh, baby, you can talk about anybody you want to talk about, but you don't talk about my nigga, not my nigga. Oh.
Don't wait on it tonight, I wanna get nasty.
The video, your girl is back with a story time. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey, and if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even have to say nothing because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on what? That's on period. And Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, today I'm gonna be telling y'all about the time I almost got in a fight with my manager, y'all. And I promise y'all, I'm not disrespectful. Once we get into the story time, it's gonna start making a lot of sense. But y'all, before we get into this video, I do have to address the elephant in the room, y'all, and that is my hair. A bitch got her hair done. This hair is from Jurllyshehair, y'all. This is a 13x4, 26 inches. And y'all, it is just giving, like, y'all, baby, y'all see the hair. Y'all see the hair. All the information on this hair will be linked down in the description box. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the story time, y'all. But I want to wear my hair like this. You could do a middle part. You could do a side part. You can do whatever you want. You could do like a half up, half down, y'all. But I'm going to just do a middle part. So y'all already know, in order for any of my stories to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So y'all, this happened my sophomore year of college. And if you don't know, if you new here, I did go to FAMU, y'all. And I was really looking for a job. Like my freshman year of college, I was just broke as hell, y'all. I was tired of being broke. So my sophomore year, I was just like, Asia, like, you tired of asking your mama for $5 to buy pizza or hold $20 to last you a week? So we gonna go ahead and get a job. So my sophomore semester, I decided to get a job, y'all. And my first job I got in Tallahassee was at Wendy's, but that job was real ghetto and it didn't really last long. Like the management was just unprofessional, y'all. It was just not a good job. But my second job was Chick-fil-A. I was working at Chick-fil-A campus. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know how I got that job. I think one day I was taking an Uber to campus, and my Uber driver was a manager at Chick-fil-A. Like, he worked for the company Mets at the Chick-fil-A. And I was basically telling him, like, I'm broke, I don't got no job. And he was like, I'm hiring, and you go to FAMU, so that's what's up. So I ended up getting that job. And if y'all don't know, or if y'all can't tell by my story times, I am a very, very, very friendly girl. This is how I kind of learned my lesson that you can't be nice to everybody, because, like, y'all, I be in bitches' faces saying hi, like, y'all, I'm just super duper friendly. I would be saying hey to people, laughing to people's face, and the whole time bitches don't even like me. And this is kind of how I learned my lesson. Like, just Asia, you can't be too friendly to everybody. Just calm down, boo-boo. Just calm down, because everybody not your friend. So, boom, it's my first day at Chick-fil-A. When I first get there, everybody is super duper friendly. Everybody is nice. They training me on the register. Everything is cool. Like 3-4 weeks into working at the Chick-fil-A, because y'all know bitches show their true colors quick as hell. So it was like max a month in of me working at the Chick-fil-A, and I started noticing a lot of favoritism and messiness going on with the management. Like, what I mean by messiness, y'all, like the nighttime managers, they would be like, oh, the reason why y'all going home late is because morning shift and do this. And the morning shift, they'll be like, oh, the reason why y'all have to come in early because night shift and do this. And it's just like, bitch, pick a side, because it can't be both. Is it the morning shift or is it the night shift? They was just real messy, y'all. And a lot of the managers used to just talk about each other. And I also did want to mention that most of the people, probably like 90% of the people that worked at this Chick-fil-A were students. Like, they were between the ages of 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, because we were college students. So they hired basically people that worked at the school, that, y'all know what I'm trying to say. They hired people that went to the school. It was only 2 or 3 managers that were, I think 2 or 3 of the managers that were in between the ages of 30 or 40. I did want to mention that because that has a lot to do with how the story played out, y'all. So, like I told y'all, I was friendly not only to my coworkers, I was also friendly to my the customers at the Chick-fil-A. And let me go ahead and set the tone for y'all, because I was a sophomore in college, I was single, and I'm cute. And they had me at the register. That was like the wrong thing for them to do, y'all. So they had me at the register. So, and I go to FAMU, y'all. So the niggas would be fine. So anytime a guy came to my register and they was cute or they was trying to talk to me and the vibes were just right, I may have rung them up and they may have been at my register for just a little bit too long. And my manager, let's go ahead and give her a name. Y'all, we're gonna call her apple cider vinegar, y'all, because I don't like apples or I don't like cider. So that's how we're gonna call her apple cider vinegar, y'all. So yeah, she would come to my register And she would just be like, Asia, like, next customer. Like, she was super duper rude, by the way, y'all. This is how Apple Cider took orders, because the managers also did take orders from time to time, y'all. So when she was taking the order, she would ring them up, and this is how she would be. She would be like, next guest, next customer, next. Y'all, I can't even make this up. If you a student or you went to FAMU, y'all know how some of them cash registers can ring y'all up. They are rude. They were rude as fuck or whatever. And I wasn't that rude when I worked there. I was real nice, and like I told you, I was super duper friendly. And like I said, if it was a guy that came to my register and the guy was cute, baby, like, what's up? We may have been at my register for a little bit too long, and my manager was showing favoritism. And this is the first sign that I noticed, because if I'm talking to somebody, she would come over to my register and she would be like, next, basically telling my customer to move to the side so I can ring up somebody else. And then it would be a girl on register 1. She'll be at the register talking for 10-15 minutes with her homegirl, and Appleton and Vinegar, she don't say nothing to that girl, because I think either they were friends or she wouldn't say anything, because one, she just didn't like me. Like I said, it was a lot of favoritism going on in the workplace. And once I peeped that they didn't like me, I'm not gonna say that I was rude or I was mean. I was still pretty much nice to them, y'all. But I just started peeping more and more. Like, that was just an example of one thing they would do. It was multiple things they would do. Also, when a manager wanted to be petty, or when you did something a manager didn't like, they would basically punish you. And by punish you, y'all, they would basically send you to do lobby runs. If y'all don't know what lobby runs is, at Chick-fil-A, you basically, well, all fast food restaurants have lobby runs. It's basically when you have to take out the trash, or when you have to wipe down tables, or they would send you to squeeze the lemons. And if y'all don't know, Chick-fil-A squeeze their lemons fresh. So they would send you in the back. In the back of the Chick-fil-A where I worked at, it used to be hot as fuck. No air circulation back there, y'all. They would send you back there for hours to squeeze lemons. Squeeze lemons. You're not squeezing them with your hand, but y'all, the process was just very tedious, and it was just hot. And like, it used to be gnats back there. It was just, y'all, it was just not a good vibe back there. They would send you to do that. What else would they do? It was lobby runs, squeeze lemons, and I think they used to also make you wash dishes at night, because we didn't have a dishwasher, so we used to have to hand wash our dishes at night. They would put you on dishes if you did something that they didn't like. Once I peeped that they were doing this, I didn't let that bother me, y'all. I kind of played into it. Like, I don't remember what I did one day, but Apple Cider was like, Asia, you talking too much on a register. Go do a lobby run or whatever. And y'all, I went and I did the lobby run. And lobby runs are supposed to be like, if you are a girl, it's a little embarrassing, or it's just something that a girl wouldn't want to do, because one, you're not just taking out the trash and wiping down tables. You taking out the trash and you wiping down tables around your peers. Like, it's hella girls around you, it's hella niggas around you. So it used to be kind of embarrassing. I never really wanted to do lobby runs. So when I would go out there and do lobby runs, I would do them, y'all. But I remember this one particular day, she sent me to do a lobby run, y'all, and a guy was trying to talk to me, and he was like, hey girl, like, you too cute, you don't need to be taking out no trash, can I take the trash out for you? And I'm just like, my manager sent me to do it, but if you want to do it, then I knock yourself out, go ahead and do it. So he took out the trash for me, and it was like hella trash, y'all. They would have like 2 big trash cans that, is this important? Do I need to explain this part? Yeah, let me explain it, y'all. If I have pictures, I'll include them in this video, but I doubt it. But y'all, the lobby was huge. It was like this big area, probably with like, I don't know, like 50, 60 tables out there. And they only had 2 big trash cans. In the trash cans, they honestly wasn't that big. So they would honestly just fill up really, really quickly. So she sent me out there to take out the trash, and the guys offered to take out the trash for me. And they wasn't even supposed to be doing that, y'all, because they had to kind of like enter like an unauthorized area. It's only for work people to go back there and put the trash in the bin. But y'all, he see me and I was cute, so he wanted to take out the trash for me, and baby, I'ma let him. So he took out the trash, and I went back to the front, and Appleton Vinegar, she came over there and she was like, Asia, I thought I told you to take out the trash. What are you doing back on register? And I was just like, oh, well, what happened was I was taking out the trash, and Mr. I Wanted to Be Seen came up to me and was like, hey, can I take out the trash for you? And I let him. So she would be like, okay, go to the back, go squeeze lemons. Like, she just didn't want me to be seen, y'all. So she would send me to the back to squeeze lemons all the time. She would make me do trash runs. I think after that time, she basically banned me from doing trash runs, because she was like, oh, every time I send you to do trash runs, you talking to everybody, you in everybody's face. So no more trash runs for you. So she told all my managers, like, even if she wasn't my manager on that shift, I think I want to say she mainly worked night shift, but even if she wasn't my manager on that shift, y'all, she told my morning shift manager, she told my other night shift manager, she basically told all the managers, don't send Asia to do lobby runs because she, like, just don't see her to do lobby runs. So she banned me from doing lobby runs. And at that time, it was just like, okay, bitch, I don't care. Like, who want to wipe down tables and take out trash anyway? Like, I really didn't care, y'all. But that was just something that she did because she was bothered by me or whatever. And y'all, this was probably like a year into working at Chick-fil-A, and by this time, she wasn't, apple cider vinegar was not the only manager that did not like me. It was like 3 other vinegars. It was like 3 other managers at this point that did not like me. One of them was a male manager, and he didn't like me because 1, I ain't give him the time of the day because he wanted me, and then 2, the other manager didn't like me because she didn't like me. Oh, y'all, she didn't like me because I was cute. And y'all probably thinking like, girl, like, what? That sounds cocky as hell. But y'all, I promise you, I'm not making this up. It's people that will not like you because you cute, or they will not like you because the way other people like you, or they won't like you because you dress. They don't, y'all, people don't be liking you just for you existing, basically. That's why the bitch didn't like me. She didn't like me, y'all. And apple cider vinegar just didn't like me because I felt like she thought that I wasn't doing my job, y'all. I wasn't just like the greatest Chick-fil-A worker, like, oh, my pleasure. I didn't say my pleasure after every time I rung somebody up or I did something for them. But at the end of the day, y'all, I did my job. People is just not gonna like you for whatever reason. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be one of those people who be like, oh, people didn't like me for that reason. And I did want to add on, y'all, I was a little annoying. The same way I'm talking a lot on YouTube, that's how I talk in person. Like, I talk a lot. So that could be a reason why somebody didn't like me too, because I talked a lot. But y'all, one day I'm in the back and I'm washing dishes. Well, let me back up and give y'all the whole setup of the Chick-fil-A. Let me give y'all the blueprint. So, you know, you have the front of the house, that's where all the registers are, where they ring up the orders. You have the back of the house, that's where they drop the meat. That sounded bad. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's when they, like, drop the chicken and you make the bread and you do all of that and you flip the fries. And then you have the back of the house, and that's where the sink is and where I was washing dishes. And then the office, the manager's office, is also in the back of the house. So the manager's office right here, the sink is right here, and then there's a door that like closes them in. It's like their office is probably like no bigger than this space. It's like a little small office, y'all. And one day while I'm washing the dishes in the back, they had the door cracked. It was like a really small crack in the door. And y'all, I'm washing the dishes. And as I'm washing the dishes, y'all, I hear my name. So I'm like, they said the consonant, they said my name. So baby, I gets up, I move closer to the door, and I'm listening, and they said my name again. So I'm like, oh baby, no, like what y'all talking about? Cause I know both of y'all don't like me. So what are y'all talking about? And I know somebody gonna be like, girl, that's what you get. You should never be listening. But it's like, baby, if I hear my name, I'ma listen, cause that's my name. So I go closer, y'all. I move closer to the door, and I'm listening, and I'm listening, and I'm listening. And y'all, I hear apple cider vinegar say, oh, she just do too much and And baby, what do? You don't do enough. You don't do enough. So I hear them talking about me or whatever. I'm not seeing any of this, but I'm thinking like, girl, you a manager and you sitting in the back talking about me. Aren't you supposed to be managing stuff? Like, baby, what you talking about me for? So I'm hearing all of this or whatever, y'all. They talking so much smack about me. I'm not gonna lie. I do not remember all the details of what they were saying about me. I just remember hearing apple cider vinegar say I do too much and I think I'm cute. And they was basically just saying a whole lot of stuff about me, y'all. And you know what I did? I went back over to the dishes and I continued to mind my business and I washed the dishes, but I noted it. So once I confirmed, like I already knew that they didn't like me because by this point I was already working at the Chick-fil-A for like over a year now. So I already knew that she didn't like me, but I just continued to mind my business and wash my dishes, y'all. And that was that. And I think a month later, it was either a few weeks later or a month later was the day that me and apple cider vinegar was about to get into a fight. So I'm in the back again, y'all, and this time I'm squeezing lemons, and I don't think I got in trouble or anything. I don't want to say that the managers always sent you in the back to squeeze lemons when you did something wrong. Sometimes they would just send you in the back because, like, bitch, we need lemonade. But most of the times when I was sent to the back, because I'm a front house worker, so when I was sent to the back, it was mainly because I did something the managers didn't like and they were trying to punish me. So this day, I was just in the back because we needed lemonade. And while I'm in the back, y'all, I always, like, anytime I'm in the back of the house, I always have my headphones in and I just be vibing. So I'm in the back, I'm minding my business. I got my headphones in And I don't remember what album had just dropped, but Kevin Gates around this time, he had just dropped the album, y'all. And when I say that album was busting, like I was playing that album back to back, back to back. So I'm in the back or whatever, I'm busting Kevin Gates, I'm washing dishes, I'm just like, yeah, like I'm singing my man, so I'm just like, yeah. And I'm just washing dishes. I'm not washing dishes, y'all. I'm lying. I'm squeezing lemons. I'm squeezing, I'm busting, I'm listening to Kevin Gates. And y'all, apple cider vinegar comes back there, and I think she was coming back there to get something, but when she was coming back there, my headphones were so loud. And so she was like, Asia, who is that? And I was just like, who is what? Who I'm listening to? And she's like, yeah, who is that? And I'm like, oh, this Kevin Gates or whatever. And so she was like, girl, what you know about Kevin Gates? And I know y'all probably thinking like, why is she talking to you? And y'all, that's because she's fake. Like I told y'all, they would talk about you behind your back, but in your face, they would talk to you. So I knew this and I peeped this, but I still would speak back to her, not like say hey or anything to her, but I still would speak back to her just simply because it's my manager and I still have to work there and we have to be cordial somehow, some way. So she was like, oh, you don't know nothing about Kevin Gates. You don't know about that or whatever. And I really didn't say anything, y'all. I put my headphones back in and I was just like, I love his voice, and I go back to bumping. And then she was like, I bet you do. And y'all, I heard her, but I didn't hear her. Like, you know how you hear somebody, but it's like, no, baby, I don't think I heard you correctly. Plus, I still had my headphones in my head. So I take my headphones out, and I'm like, huh? What did you say? And she was like, I bet you do. And I was like, what you mean? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, what you mean? She was like, you love everybody voice. So I'm like, oh, baby, no. It's one thing if you disrespect me behind my back, but baby, you're not about to disrespect me in my face. Because I told y'all, I caught her plenty of times talking about me behind my back in the break room, but baby, you're not about to disrespect me in my face. So basically, y'all, I felt like she was trying to call me a whore because you saying you love everybody voice. Like, what is that supposed to mean? So I was like, what is that supposed to mean? At this point, y'all, my heart is beating, my adrenaline is up, my palms are sweaty. I'm no longer squeezing lemons no more. The lemons, all that, you can forget about that. Fuck lemons. I ain't squeezing lemons no more. So I'm like, what you mean by that? She's like, oh yeah, you love everybody voice. You heard what I said. You know what I mean. So I was just like, including your nigga. And y'all, when I said that, when I say she exploded, y'all, she exploded. So I said that. At that point, y'all, she starts tying up her hair. She was like, oh, baby, you can talk about anybody you want to talk about, but you don't talk about my nigga, not my nigga. Oh, we not even gonna go there. We don't play. So you gonna disrespect me in front of my face, but if I say anything back, it's an issue or whatever. So she's like, oh, not my nigga, not my nigga. Y'all, she like unloosening her belt. She tying up her hair or whatever. She's like, oh, no, don't go comfort her because that one you could never, he would never want you, don't come. And at this point, y'all, I'm a Taurus. So once I see that I get somebody heated or mad, it calms me down. So I'm calm now because at first she had me tight because it's like, shawty, you're not about to disrespect me in front of my face. And I not say anything. So once she's getting all hype and she's getting all pumped or whatever, I'll go back to squeezing lemons. Cause I'm like, you talk, you not gonna do nothing. We at work, like you not gonna do nothing. So I go back to squeezing lemons. But y'all, while I'm squeezing the lemons, apple cider vinegar, she's coming towards me. She's like, yeah, you could talk about this, that, and that. You could talk about that. You could talk to everybody else, man, but my man, not the one. So baby, when she started stepping towards me, I started squeezing lemons again. And I'm like, baby, who man are you talking about? Like, what man are you talking about? Like, who man has I talked to? Like, who man has I talked to? Who has I been with? Who has I been with? Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, she just, y'all, she's yelling. She's saying a lot. At this point, I can't even talk because the girl is pissed. And she just doing a lot of talking. And by this point, everybody from the front shift, like the front of the house, the middle of the house, the back of the house, everybody come to the back of the house and they like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, Asia, what happened? And I basically explained to them that she said, I love everybody's voice, and I told them, including her niggas, because you're not about to disrespect me. Once you get disrespectful, baby, I get disrespectful back. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when I'm mad, it ain't no below the belt. Like, people like, oh, no, baby. When I'm mad, there's nothing below the belt. Like, I'm in hell. Like, it ain't nothing below the belt. So they're like, oh, Asia, why would you say that? You're wrong. Why would you talk about her boyfriend? And y'all, mind you, these are the same managers that are, they're managers with her. Like, they're cool with her or whatever. So I wasn't expecting them to be on my side, but I was just thinking, like, how y'all just gonna blatantly come back here and take her side and say I was wrong? So they're like, yeah, girl, you wrong. Why would you talk about her man? Like, why would you even say that or whatever? So she's still going off or whatever. And at this point, she got the managers, the other managers, they're holding her back. So y'all, this is her. Wait, no, this is her, and this is the managers. They like this. They like this. No, hold her back, no. And I'm standing there like, baby, yes, I'm right here. You're not gonna do nothing. I hate those females that when they about to get in a fight, they have to have somebody hold them back. And it's like, baby, if you wanted to move her arm, you could have did that, and boom, I would have been there. So she's doing all of that or whatever. At this point, I'm laughing because I think it's comical. Like, girl, like, you're not gonna do nothing. If you were gonna do something, you would have done it before they came to the back. But you waited till they came to the back, but you didn't need to be held back. Like, baby, don't even do that or whatever. So they calm her down or whatever. They put her in the office. I honestly don't remember exactly, y'all, but I think they sent me home that day. Like I told y'all, favoritism. They end up sending me home that day. And I think I didn't work. This happened. My shift used to be Tuesday, Thursday, and I think I used to work on Saturday. So they end up sending me home. So I didn't have to come to work until like either, I think Thursday. Yeah, Thursday was the next time I had to come to work or whatever. And when I got to work, y'all, it was super duper quiet or whatever. All the managers wanted to have a meeting with me or whatever. I went to the back. They had a meeting with me, and they were just like, I don't remember the details of the meeting, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I really do not remember the details of the meeting, but basically, y'all, they were just basically telling me how I was wrong, and y'all, don't have me lying. I'm not finna lie, y'all. I don't really remember the details, but basically the managers was basically telling me how I was wrong and how I could have handled the situation this way, that way. I should have been the bigger person. And I'm in the back like, baby, why do I have the bigger person? Like, she's older than me. If anybody's supposed to be the bigger person, it's supposed to be her because she literally is the older person. Like, why do I have to be the bigger person? They was like, oh yeah, you took it too far. And then after that, it just was real quiet around Chick-fil-A. Like, eventually things went back to normal and I started being more talkative and, like, you know, talking to everybody. But it probably took like a good month or two. Like, after that situation, like, anytime I would walk into work, y'all, it was just real awkward and quiet. And other people at the job that I was cool with before, and they stopped talking to me over the situation because I'm pretty sure she went and told everybody that I was talking about her man and this, that. I'm trying to think to see if I left anything out, but I don't think I have. I feel like this story time is super duper short. And yeah, and honestly, y'all, to this day, I still do not know why she thought I was like super duper friendly or I wanted her man or something. And I honestly think, what I think it is, I think a lot of people get friendliness confused with you being a promiscuous or like you just being that type of girl that's just out there talking to everybody. But baby, that was not it. Like, no, baby, that really was not it. I was super duper friendly, and I think that she took my friendliness for like wanting to have sex with everybody that I said hi to. Like, bitch, no, that was not it. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this story time. Don't forget to like, comment. Oh, one more thing, baby. Y'all know I just launched my business. So if y'all wondering what lashes I am wearing Baby Doll. If you want to shop these lashes, the link will be down in the description box below. And peace. I'll see y'all in my next video.